It's time again to go out to eat, and better yet, by doing so, help a good cause. Restaurant Week Toledo kicks off today, so this afternoon we have Anna and Laura with us from Leadership Toledo. Anna, you are in charge of Leadership Toledo. Tell us about how this week is helping the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the 14th year for Restaurant Week Toledo, and Leadership Toledo offers community leadership programs, and a number of our programs are focused on high school youth, and all of those programs are completely tuition free. So we do fundraisers, hence where Restaurant Week comes in, to help support those initiatives so that cost never has to be a barrier for students to participate.
So 47 restaurants in Toledo are taking part in it this year. So if you go on the website, there are a lot of different kinds of restaurants to choose from.
Yeah, if you can go to restaurantweektoledo.com and you can filter by location, you can filter by meal. It tells you if they're offering takeout. So there's a lot of good options. There's something for every price point. So we're really grateful for all of these participating restaurants.
Some wonderful restaurants in town as well. All right, Laura, you're a student at Notre Dame.
Yes.
Tell me about the program you just finished or you're going through.
So I've been in two programs, YLT, which is for high school sophomores, and it's a group of sophomores from schools all around Toledo, and we get together once a month and just talk about like leadership skills and choose a cause that's important to you and create a project around that. And then there's another program for juniors and seniors, which is called YIPPY, which is what I'm in right now, and we meet every other week, once a week, and we talk about philanthropy, and we choose like a dozen nonprofits around Toledo that center around causes that are important to us, and then we talk about how to raise money for those, and then just like learn all about like professional skills while still raising money for those causes.
Were you selected for the program, or did you apply for the program, or is this strictly any student that wants to do the program can?
YLT is selected. It's 2 students from each school. YIPPY is just whoever wants to do it can sign up. The more the merrier.
So how many students are taking part in it right now?
YIPPY right now is about 30 students, give or take. It depends on the meeting.
So you're involved with this too?
Yes, yeah. So yeah, our youth programs, Youth Leadership Toledo, which is for high school sophomores, we have 55 in the class this year. And then our youth philanthropy program for juniors and seniors, it's about 30.
Leadership Toledo, what was its origin and its intent, and how it works with everything with helping kids?
So we've been around since 1980. So we actually have programs for adults as well, which is where Leadership Toledo started. And it really came about activating people to be involved in the community and understanding that in order to be a leader in your community, you have to know your community. So it's really about helping people to see the opportunities and the challenges. And then in the mid-90s is when Youth Leadership Toledo came about. And we've added programs since then, which, you know, there's a long list of ways to get involved there, but it's really about helping people to understand where they have a role in the community and how they can use their talents and their passions to make a difference.
What would you say you've learned the most? What's been the most valuable for you so far in the program?
I think just like how to act in professional settings. Like we had an entire meeting about interviews or handshakes or even doing this. I would never have thought of doing this before Leadership Toledo.
Poise. It's all about developing some poise.
Exactly.
Because I think it's important that you a firm handshake, look at people in the eye, and I know when we first met you were like that, so congratulations to you. All right, Leadership Toledo is going on all this week with the Restaurant Week, so go to their website and check out what you'd like. There you go. That's 419-241-7371. What particular a restaurant, let's say, how do they get money to you? A certain portion of their proceeds go to you?
Yeah, exactly. So all of our restaurants, which we lovingly say are partners, they agree to give a portion of the sales from the week back to support our youth programs. So last year we raised over $115,000 to support these programs.
Are they special menu items? How does it work out?
So each restaurant does have a special menu, and so some are doing like a really great deal for the week, some are introducing new dishes, so you can check all of those out at restaurantweektoledo.com. And then, but really you can order just by going out and dining at one of the restaurants. You're supporting Leadership Toledo this week.
So it runs through Sunday, so check out the website right there, restaurantweektoledo.com. Is this what other kind of fundraisers does Leadership Toledo have?
Yeah, we have a big community breakfast in the fall, so we have around 400, 500 people in attendance there. And then, you know, we do all sorts of little fundraisers, grants, all the things that all the nonprofits in the community are doing, but this and our community breakfast are our largest fundraisers for the year.
Well, congratulations to doing a good job. It sounds like you're doing a terrific job in helping out Laura there.
Yes, we're lucky.
All right, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.